All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. One thing before we get into Brock was I almost forgot to do the rival fight. I think it's Route 22. I think this is 24, something like that. So he has a Pidgey out, so we're gonna have Pikachu out first, and he's gonna stop us somehow. Teleport. Hey, you're going to the Pokemon League. Forget it. You probably don't even have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did you train at all? Yes, I did. I did train. We are ready for Brock and for other places. So I pretty much have a fix on who I want my team to be, and it's gonna be a little bit lame. I'm probably gonna switch out Pikachu for a Jolteon because let's be honest, I don't think Pikachu is gonna stay with us. Raichu is great, but Jolteon's my favorite. So we'll have that. And I'm not sure who I want my water type to be. Usually I go with a Gyarados, but there are so many other great Pokemon. I'm just not sure. And besides, water is like one of those, you know, um, abundant types out there. So I'm not sure who I want. And I'm definitely choosing a Kadabra from my psychic type. Kadabra is just so overpowered, and you get it so early on. But other than that, I'm not sure. I do want a full team. I do want a full team for every Pokemon game we do play for this channel. Otherwise, if this was a speed run or one of my other earlier playthroughs, I just have a Raichu, a Kadabra, and a Gyarados. Or Raichu, Kadabra, Blastoise. Because those three types, electric, water, and psychic, can just steamroll this game. But other than that, there is, Route 22. There is one little thing we can do though before Brock that you won't get to see if you don't go here first. Please, okay. And like I said, we are going to be unless it's a brand new Pokemon, cutting out anything we see. That's in a repeat. It's this. Only true kill trainers are allowed through here. You don't even have the Boulder badge yet, kid. Get out. I imagine he just uses telekinesis there. All right, but we're gonna cut to till we get back to Viridian City. So see you then. All right, and we're back. We healed up. So let's get to Brock. There is a glitch you can do. So what it involves is this guy allows you to take a step. You would take a step and save, reload the save, and then just hold forward, and that way you can walk past him. That's only after you do a very specific setup. What is that setup? Have a level 8 Bulbasaur. Use Growl 6. Have a certain amount of Growl and I think Tackle power points left, and then have Growl on like a Pidgey or something 6 times, a level 3, and then somehow that allows you to walk past that trainer and walk through walls. I don't get it, but it's whatever. Yeah, actually, yeah, Pikachu, because I want to train him a little bit. I'm not gonna be keeping him, but he does need to be a highest level to withstand stuff. Pikachu is great, cute mascot, whatever, but he's weak. Okay, and I like the little rat, but oof, I hate his defense stat. Pika. Diglett. These little moles are fast and they hit hard, but they're not very defensive. So anything physical, you're good to go. But this trainer got it wrong. He said we're 10,000 light years away. That's not distance, you dingus. That's time. Sorry, that's not time. That whatever. Oh, he survived. Not for long. Yeah, we're not losing. Pikachu getting to level 11, and let's just stay in because Sandshrew might be a little bit of a pain if I switch out. Sandshrew is, I think, a blue exclusive. Yeah, a blue exclusive. What is exclusive Pokemon? Well, no matter what version you buy, you can't get every Pokemon in the decks. No, every single generation has two versions, sometimes three. Uh, let's say Gen 1 has red, blue, yellow. The third version is always the new content or the expanded version, the better version than the two. But they always have a base version: gold and silver, red and blue, ruby, sapphire, yada, yada, yada. Those versions, you have to buy both games if you want to complete the decks. Because, let's hear it, money! Yeah, so there are some Pokemon you can't find in other versions. Blue, I can find Vulpix here. I can get Ninetales. Red, cannot find Ninetales or Vulpix. Instead, they get Growlithe and Arcanine. I can't find those in blue version, and so on and so forth. Usually, it's not a big deal. It's usually like maybe 10 Pokemon total, including the evolution, so like 5 Pokemon at most. But I mean, if your favorites are, if you have two favorites and they're both sets of exclusives, you're out of luck. Or just have a friend and trade. Anyway, this is our very first boss battle. Well, quote unquote, gym leader. I gotta stop calling them boss battles. Our very first gym leader. They're kind of like checkpoints on how far ahead you should be. You know, are you struggling? Are you doing good? Or do you just suck? Like roadblocks. They kind of test your skills. Brock here decided to wake up and be a jerk to all the little kids who are, having your rats, your flying birds, yellow mouses. This guy decided to have the rock types, rock ground, and said, I win. Bide, useless move. It's so stupidly useless. Whatever damage you receive, uh, it takes 2 turns to use. Take you receive damage in a couple turns, and then whatever you get back double. So let's say I did 20 damage to him after he uses Bide, I would take 40 damage. Can be good, but very situational. It's not worth using. We got the Boulder badge. So we need all 8 badges in order to get into the league. And he's not wrong. The badges in Gen 1, I think they stopped it. I think they stopped this in Gen 4. The badges here actually boost a certain stat. So I think the Boulder badge either up to your attack or your defense by I think 12%. It's not much, but it does help. To be honest, I've never noticed it. But there is something called the badge boost glitch. Let's say something uses growl on me, something that uses stat moves. If your stats change at all, the boost that you get from the badges doubles. Like it's applied again. That can be ridiculous and is used in speedruns. But we're on our way. We got out of Viridian City. But there is one thing we can check out here. Something I no, yeah. That is something we're gonna see later. Let's go to the museum, lose some money. You gotta pay to get into the museum. Who knew? I don't know, maybe it's free where you live. $50? Fine. We have a space exhibit. So we got here. Meteorite that fell. What's this moonstone? Hello. I want a Pikachu. It's so cute. I asked my daddy to catch me one. And the dad's like, ugh. Again with his child. Annoying me. That's a Kabutops fossil. Can scare the heck out of you if you run into one. But wait, what do I mean run into one? It's a fossil. It's not alive. Oh, you'll see. You'll see what I mean later. You'll all see. All right, but let's go. So we got our little yellow rat out. It's gonna be useful here in a second. Hi, what's up? Oh, excuse Excuse me for having eyes. Can you believe this? Can't even look at people anymore. Yeah, lasses like to use the cutesy type Pokemon. Whatever is just small and cute to them. Pidgeys, Brittatas, Pikachus, stuff like that. Maybe a Jigglypuff here and there. Ugh, Sand Attack likes to mess with you, as in it lowers your accuracy once to like 50%. And then the second time they use it, it like resets your accuracy to like what it's supposed to be at like 85. It is weird and annoying. Like that. And now for some reason I'm gonna hit after this. Yep, see, I don't get it. If you're ever wondering, well, because we're going to be talking a lot about the mechanics throughout the game. If you're ever wondering, well, hey, I mean, you're saying a lot about, this is weird or this does this and you don't get it. Why not? What's so weird about it? Let's just say Generation 1 is held together by spit, wish, and duct tape, and maybe some bubble gum. This programming is, I don't know even know how they got a game out. The programming is pretty atrocious. But yeah, like I said, every trainer we do run into, we're going to be showing off. Um, Pretty much. If I mean, I'll avoid some later on and just go back and fight them normally, but any wild Pokemon is going to get skipped, which I can see some people going, "Oh, thank goodness we don't got to sit through that," and that definitely means I'll be training off screen. But I mean, this is training. Surprised he survived that. Zeppy Zeppy. Yeah, I like Pikachu with the little yellow football has got to go soon. He's just not that good. It gets way better when you get a Raichu, but it's like at level 30s, 32, 33, something like that. Let's try and get a Bulbasaur up to 16. Because something really good's supposed to happen then. Ha 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 ha, you can't poison me. Kind of feel Bulbasaur kind of looks dopey in this one. Like he's sad. Look at those eyes. What did you do? It's supposed to be like some kind of frog turtle. But his name is Soar. So, you think dinosaur. I don't know. But he's my favorite. I always like the animation. It looked like fireworks were going off. Well, that did something. Here's something else you might not have known. And I surely didn't. For generations 1, 2, and 3, if you hit the select button, you can rearrange moves. I didn't know that until I did it by complete accident in Ruby. And that is how you rearrange moves in this game because there's no other way. And I don't think the manual says anything. You can do it in Gen 2 by selecting move. Yeah, it's called move, not move around your Pokemon. Ugh. Hey, it's Joey. Or what I think is Joey. For now, he's just known as Youngster or Shorts Guy. Ugh, rats. I hate this rat because of that move right there. Quick attack. Oh, what's wrong with quick attack? My Pikachu has weak defense. Quick attack likes to knock me out. I'm surprised he didn't use it there, to be honest. Yeah, quick attack likes to knock me out more times than I can count. Ekans does have a pretty nasty move. Actually, Dratini also has it. A normal type move with 10 power, maybe 15 power. Let's see if he uses it. I'm going to say yes. Oh, Okay. Well, I guess that's not a wrap. See what I did there? Anyway, Ekans, the poison type equivalent of Sandshrew. Ekans is a. Is Ekans? I don't want to get my information wrong. I know in Fire Red and Leaf Green they are, but I think Ekans is a red exclusive, while Sandshrew is a blue exclusive. No, you know what it is? I got confused because I saw it on the screen. I thought, wait, how can it not be in this version? It's right there in front of me. No, Ekans, yeah, Ekans is a red exclusive. Yeah, he used wrap on us, which allows us to do nothing. All right, be right back. I'm gonna go heal. Well, I know I can just skip you, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do both either way. I don't like how you said that. One thing I do like is that you don't. There's no talking in this game. It's all just text box. That's great because I don't have to record sound. The rat's back. Well, we'll sort of take care of him for me. Sure. Yeah, I know I kind of shot myself in the foot because there's only so much stuff you can say about your 83rd Pidgey and Rattata, 200th Caterpie, but it's part of the game, folks. I mean, you're not seeing all the other leveling up I'm doing, but if you're playing this game yourself, this is something you'd be doing too is fighting all these enemies. And at least here we can talk about them. Nidoran, two versions of these: Nidoran male and Nidoran female. The male is more offensive, while the female is more defensive. If you hit one with a confusion and you're wondering why it didn't die, that's why. And for being such a small, minute difference, they evolve into completely different things. Nidorina, Nidorino, and Nidoking and Nidoqueen. This is actually the only, besides Mr. Mime, the only instance of a gender in this game. And it wasn't that way in the localization. Well, besides Mr. Mime, besides Nidoran's. Because Mr. Mime's name in Japan is, I think, something that's like androgynous, like it has no gender. So the localization kind of got screwed over. It's like, um, what are we supposed to do? Like we have these Nidorans that are gendered, and we have Mr. Mime. They weren't thinking about Gen 2 wasn't even a thing. They weren't thinking about Pokemon breeding and all that. And eventually it worked out, but it was like, well, what do we do? We can't just have um, these two Pokemon have a gender and nobody else does. So they decided to go the full 9 yards. I mean, I guess it made for an interesting mechanic, breeding in Gen 2. Yeah, this is like 1995. They weren't thinking that far ahead, especially when Gen 2 didn't even come out until 98, 99, something like that. I'm talking about Japan, not just America. Yeah. Harden, I think, doubles your defense, and it is annoying. You can get past it with special moves. Finally, okay. But why is 16 so special? Well, there's a certain metamorphosis that happens with dinosaurs. And no, it has nothing to do with meteors. We'll see after this battle. Drop. Yeah, I don't want to wait. I'm just gonna zap him. 'Cause special attacks get past physical defense. Like Harden. There we go. Yeah, no, they're not. There we go. Evolving. So one of the Pokemon reaches either a certain experience threshold by level up or by being introduced to a certain type of stone, or once you get into later gens, a convoluted way, like turn your system upside down or collecting losing 39 health points while, doing a high jump kick spinning with on a hula hoop. Ugh, I hate the new evolution methods. Your Pokemon will gain enough experience and evolve. And not only will they evolve, get bigger, but their stats change. Bulbasaur got a nice beefy boost to his speed and special and defense. Well, to everything really. Unless you're going for a specific move, because unevolved Pokemon learn their later moves at lower levels than the evolved ones do. Just evolve them because the stats are worth it. Trust me, they are. I'm thinking of somewhere else. Yeah, like it's in my opinion, it's just not worth it. Like you get way better stats when you evolve. Sure, there are some examples where that doesn't really matter. Like Caesar's, I think Caesar's stat total is the exact same as Scyther's. He just gains a new typing. That's really it. Becomes more weak to fire. Other than that, yeah. Bulbasaur, our little cute little starter, is now a angsty teenager Ivysaur, and that makes me happy. Our little boy's growing up. They grow up so fast. Could have sworn you were level 5 just 2 hours ago. Well, not even an hour for you guys, but a couple hours for me. I was training. Pikachu. I choose Pikachu. Oh, geez, this is so stupid. Did you touch me? No, you walked up to me. You touched me. Get away from me, weirdo. I do like that when you're transitioning to battle, the sprites are weird. If you only see it if you're playing on a oh yeah, by the way, Jigglypuff. You only see it if you're playing it on a Game Boy Color or a um, Game Boy Advanced, or in my case, the Game Boy Player. But yeah, um, your hat and top half of your head turn into the opposite game version. For I'm playing blue, my hat turns red until my sprite stops moving when entering a battle. If I was playing red, my hat would turn blue. I don't get that. Ugh. Yeah, Jigglypuff is a bitch. So Jigglypuff, good defense, only knows Sing. Sing lasts 0 to 5 turns, meaning you can wake up right away. Oh, sleep, I should say. And that sleep turn that waking up wastes a turn. So if Jigglypuff just happened to use sleep there, well, night night Ivysaur, I couldn't do anything. Jigglypuff actually is, while being beefy, somewhat actually hard hitting. Yeah. Go back with your fairy type. Yeah, Jigglypuff is annoying. And I do have potions just in case, but I don't want to use them just yet. But let's go on. Like I said, I'm not sure about what my team's going to be. I'll figure all that later on, but I do know that I'm going to keep Bulbasaur, and I'm probably going to have a Dodrio and Jolteon. Oh, by the way, if you want a Jigglypuff here, a Jigglypuff for yourself, you can find one here. I'm not going to show that off. Just know that they're in this patch of grass. Over here, at our next road stop. Come on, where is it? I know there's something here. You can't tell me that there's not. Maybe I'm thinking of Fire and Leaf Green. Oh well. This man right here. Hello there. I've got a deal just for you. I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for $500. I want to do this as a favor. And then when you take it, he says, "Hey, you know what you got? No takesy backsies." Magikarp is useless. It is literally one of the most useless Pokemon of all time. It knows one move, Splash, which does 0 damage and literally just flops around until level 15 when it learns Tackle. But its stats are so bad, it sucks. Turns into one of the best Pokemon ever, Gyarados, which doesn't suck. Which I wish I could walk through walls because there's the exit. But with that, we will enter Mount Moon next time and see what exactly is going on. So, next time we meet up, we're going to go through Mount Moon. Maybe, just maybe, see the next gym leader. See you then.